Righteousness is keeping it real and not just religion. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. My name is Chris Bailey, part number 3 of our 5-part series, Complete in Christ, the promise of the gospel as it's been explained here in the book of Colossians. Shadow, substance, these are words that Paul is using as he's writing this letter to the church at Colossae. And when we look at righteousness, it's beautiful because it is a reflection. It is the fruit of God. It's his character in this darkness. It's his light in this darkness. So we've got to remember, however, that this righteousness, it's real. And it's not just religion. We talked about that in the previous study. The idea of ordinances, rules, they have their place, but they cannot change us. So when we read Colossians 2, verse 16, we want to remember, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days. Now he's pointing out things that are good, things that are of God, but those things can in effect become the cart in front of the horse versus the horse in front of the cart. So we don't end up starting to do these things and they replace being these things. Hello, friends. Just want to let you know, just in case you don't know, we have a new channel, and that's Sabbath School Study Group. You literally can click that link right down there below, there in the description. Go to that channel if you just want to check out Sabbath School Study Group. All the studies, all the lessons, they're all archived there. So we might stop putting the lessons here at Change Ministry. So if you want to keep getting Sabbath School Study Group, take the 5 seconds, hit that link below, subscribe to that channel, and make sure you keep getting these lessons. Righteousness is not just what we do, it's who we are. Because in Mark 7, the master says, and he answered and said unto them, well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. Honoring with the lips, but the heart is at another zip code. That's what we're talking about when we say religion over genuine righteousness. Righteousness is real. Hypocrisy doesn't make these things unholy. Hypocrisy does not make the church wrong. Hypocrisy does not make God a liar. Hypocrisy makes God appear to be a liar when I have his name, but I don't have his character. When I wear the label, but I'm not living the life. Honoring God, yes, but we honor him with our heart so that our lips will say what's in our heart. There's a consistency. There's a realness where he's saying, I want us to have the substance and not just have a shadow. Beyond the shadows, even in Matthew chapter 6, verse 5, Jesus teaches, when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are. For they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have the reward. But look, here's where he's getting to substance versus shadow. This is where you see hypocrisy doesn't mean holiness is not real. He's just saying don't be a hypocrite. Because he says, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet. And when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. You see the beauty of the shadow versus the substance? The shadow does not disqualify the substance. He didn't say because there are hypocrites praying, don't pray. He says, no, do right, but don't do it wrong. Don't do it like the hypocrites. Have your heart in it and your hand will follow. Have your head in it and your holiness will have a joy because it's not what I'm just doing. It's who I am. I'm grateful that we can live in a substance and have a substantive walk with God. And I pray for it. Say, God, help me to keep it real. Let me be honest with you, because in my honesty, that's when I can experience intimacy. And it's the intimacy with God through Jesus Christ that allows us then to have the integrity to live out what God is loving in.